Ace, you motherfucker. Ace, motherfucker! Sunshine and rainbows, Ace! Man, that asshole. I knew when he injected himself with something that well, when he supposedly injected himself with something, I knew it was sketchy then. That's when I started suspecting Ace of something, man. I love the haunting soundtrack in this game. The chiming of that clock. And that end music, man. Every ending we've had, you get that horrible ass ending music when it says like bad end or game over, is it? You know, I was like, oh god, just kind of left something that wasn't right with you after you finished it, which kind of urged you to want to be like, okay, start a new game. Let's go back to Hustler and why? Because man, I mean, you might be there now. I guess she was right. Okay. So this is when Ace goes to attempt to kill Snake. But I'm sorry guys, I just realized I had the controller plugged in, so you probably had this screeching noise in your fucking ears. My bad, man. Fuck. It's out now anyway. It's out. Ace, motherfucker! So this is gonna be, as soon as we go through these doors, this is when Ace is going to attempt to try and kill 7, but instead he ends up killing someone who looks like Snake. I think I'm gonna go with door 7. Okay, 7 it is. Yeah. Alright then, that means June's gotta go through 8. What? Why? Guys. Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself and finally began to explain. If the 6 of us are going to keep going without leaving anyone behind, there's only 3 ways we can do it. Plan A. Go through 7 with one group and 8 through one. B. Go through 7 with another and 8 with another. Plan C. Go through 7 with a different one and 8 with another different one. And that's it. Those are our only options. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now? As Fanta? As Santa finished, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up at the corners of her eyes. Oh no. You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time? Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be by her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. Okay, so we went through 7, which is one of our other requirements. In the operating room, when 7 is about to remember something, we have to say, do you know something about Ice 9? And then we have to give Clover the 4-leaf clover as well. And then that's all the requirements except for going through door 1. Hey, take the jump out of the case, get back! Right, gross. Okay, Okay, let's pick up the scalpel. Alright, see if there's anything we can pick up from here. Alright, so this is their weight for future reference when we're doing the puzzle. Alright, we can't come here, we need the dies. Ah, oh, buddy. There's a note on top of the table. Iron 1, salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol. Carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol. I think, is this the one for carbon dioxide? Something like that. Ah! Okay, so I think it's 3 molecules. Yeah, 1 atom and 2 oxygen atoms. Okay. So 3 would be the first one for us, and it was ammonia and ethanol. Yeah, so 3. So 3 and 4. 3, 4, and is this ethanol? Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Yes, it's ethanol. 3 and 4. I want to say this is 6. No, 9, so 2, 4, and 9. 3, 4, and 9, sorry. Three, 4, and 9. Sweet. Ah, this is where we have to tell him about Ice 9. Well, ask him to tell us about Ice 9, in fact. Do you know about Ice 9? If we said, do you know something about it, instead of Ice 9, we would have got an axe in our face. Ain't that some shit? That is some horrible ass butterfly effect going on there, man. Trying to apply that same kind of logic to your own life, you be specific with them names, man, otherwise you're gonna get an axe in your face. Don't say you want you don't want, if you, like, say you go to McDonald's or some shit and you want a burger, don't just say I want one of those, say you want a burger, otherwise axe in your face! That's what happens. Finally, I've understood the error. I got a heart, I put the heart in the bacon. Red liquid in. Sweet. That little jump Clover does. He's such a badass. But you know, if you put in blue before you mixed in the red, I would have killed you with an axe. Oh god. Can't be dealing with this. I wanna say I've got everything I need. That should be everything, right? Oh, it's because we didn't discover it before. Huh? Is it because we didn't inspect John? Okay, maybe something will happen if we gather all of her body parts. So what are we missing? We've got her the chest! We're missing the chest. Where was that again? Was that in here? Oh, it's the... Okay. Can't we mix and match the things now? Yeah, 51.3, 53.2. Are they really the same person? Oh, whoops, whoops, no, no, no. Alright, let's bounce on out. You found it! Oh shit. You found the entrance! Congratulations! Alright, you found it! Shut up! Alright, so now we have to give the clover as well. Let me just double check. When talking to Clover, give her the 4-leaf clover bookmark you got from Santa. Yeah. Come on, Clover, get a grip. We need to go. So this is when she goes to explain the whole theory that whether or not these people are the same because they've had so much of their original stuff replaced. So how far can you replace yourself or something before it's no longer it anymore? So with the ship being constantly repaired, is it a different ship or the same ship? Same with a sock having all of its material replaced time over time. Okay, so that's the last of our requirements other than to go through door 1. Everything else is optional. Trying to remember what the puzzle was through door 1 again. Oh, it was the compass one, wasn't it? It was that fucking compass one. With the pocket watch. Alrighty then. No. Okay, I think this is when we get the bad news that we find out that Snake bit a bullet. Or a bomb. Well, I say Snake. Guy X. L and R. Initials from the pharmaceutical people, perhaps? I think he is. I think he is. Zero's on this shit with us. Clover suggests that it could be one of us. Three in the morning. We have 3 hours left. We want to go through door 1 because we don't want the X in our face. Which means to get the true ending, we have to be deceitful with the whole, with the paper thing here. Alright, so just trying to recall what it is we have to do. Oh god, this is the first fucking thing we pick up. I want to hear it, Ace. No, not a problem. Because last time we said, yeah, there's a problem, he got suspicious, grabbed us, and found out about our little ruse. So this time I'm going to go with, nope, not a problem. Well, no, not a problem, but it was a lie. All Junpei wanted was to get rid of Ace. He'd sent Ace to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. There was something he meant to ask Clover, and he meant to ask her in private. There was something he wanted to ask Clover, and he didn't want anyone else to hear him ask it. He also knew that Clover would likely remain silent if there was anyone else around when he asked. That was why he was so desperate to send Ace back to the wheelhouse. Ace opened his mouth and took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face. Aw, man. Phew. Oh, he didn't find out our little ruse. Well, at least he didn't be open about it. Junpei let out a sigh and brushed a few drops of sweat from his forehead. He turned and found himself looking straight into Clover's eyes. She'd heard what Ace had said. She regarded Junpei with caution. What was that about? She was clearly suspicious, and with good reason. Junpei's eyes widened, and he held up his hands in a gesture of innocence. Oh, no. It's not like that. What's it like, then? just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now. What story? About the experiment. Remember the one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened over 9 years ago. Clover bit her lip. She stared down at the floor for several long minutes, and when she spoke, it was barely audible. I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I wonder why she's not in the mood to talk about this. Could it be that she's had parts of herself replaced? I mean, she and Snake claim to be siblings, yet we've made it very clear that they look nothing alike, and that it's very hard to believe that they are siblings. So perhaps once she looked different. Or perhaps once Snake looked different. But due to either Snake's horrific accident, or this experimentation possibly to Clover. I don't know, maybe something changed. I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it, I promise. So, her shoulders were shaking. Drops of blood had sprung up on her lips where she was biting them. She wiped it off and looked up at Junpei, her eyes fierce and angry. Junpei, who do you think did it? Her voice was cold and scarcely above a whisper. Junpei gulped. Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors. And if you subtract Snake, that means there are at least 2 people. You're right. So what does that mean? Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could Snake open door 3 with? Well, really, who and who, or who and who? You mean it could have been 4 people? Well, technically, it is possible. I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely. Why? I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now? Okay, got it. Well, let's do that then. Then who do you think it could be? Junpei crossed his arms and thought. Snake's bracelet number was 2. Which 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give a digital root of 3? Oh God. It would be. Alright, we'd have to add it up so that we'd get a number of 12. So what if we said Ace and 7? Oh wait, no. Wait, no. No, not Ace and 7. How about Santa and 7? Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 and 7. Would it be Santa and 7? Could it be? Was Santa and 7 really the killers? What's wrong? Clover looked at Junpei and he looked back at her. There was no point in hiding it. He told her his conclusions. That's what I thought. She looked less surprised than he'd expected. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works. Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little bit too early to be jumping to conclusions? All I said is that those 2 people have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities. Well, what other possibilities? I don't know. The ninth man's bracelet? He didn't have an answer. He was ready to admit defeat when Clover spoke. Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely. Why? Can I borrow your pen and paper? Clover put her hand out expectantly. Junpei pulled out his pen and pad of paper and handed them to her. She opened the notebook and wrote down several simple addition problems. Eventually she had 8 which provided a digital root of 3. What's this? These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones. Ah, I see. Junpei. Yeah? I can trust you, right? Of course. Why would you need to ask that? Really? Yeah. So then I should get rid of B, D, and G, and H, right? Of course. Just cross them out. You should take off yours too, the ones with 4. So what does that leave? A and E. Wait. It can't be A. Why not? Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that. Uh-huh. Are you sure? Well, she didn't do that to the guy X, but you know, it's like, wait, it's June. No, she's pure. Ace, motherfucker! Like, you know. Okay then. Then I can cross off A2, right? Yeah. Well, what have we got left? A. Do you know what that means? Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together. Do you think that's likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right? But you do have a point. And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were to kill us, why wouldn't they? Her voice was calm, but Junpei had only to look at in her eyes to know it was a false calm. There were tears forming at the corners of her eyes, and she was blinking furiously to keep them back. Perhaps by attempting an objective analysis of who might have killed her brother, she had been able to distance herself from the harsh reality of his death. The more she struggled to act unconcerned, the more Junpei felt his heart tighten. Okay. Well, that does make sense. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people. Yeah. That means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7. That's how it looks. But why would they do it? There was a moment of silence. I think I know. What is it? He laid his hand gently on her shoulder. He was close, so close to the answer. Oh, fuck off, Ace! Ace! Motherfucker! When Ace chose to burst in at the worst possible moment. Oh my god! He didn't choose it, man. He knew. He knew. Asshole. What's all the commotion, kids? He raised an eyebrow and then spoke. Have I interrupted something? Yes, you have, dickhead. What do you want? There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment? No. He turned on his heel and walked back toward the wheelhouse. You are fucking kidding me. Junpei looked over at Clover. He gave her a short nod, hoped that she'd be willing to talk to him again later, and followed Ace. Oh, it's a fucking dickhead. I really don't want to hear it. What did you want to talk about? Ace looked at Jumpy and smiled. Perhaps more of a smirk than a smile. There was something I wanted to check. Ah, here we go. Yeah, what's that? If you'll excuse me. With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Jumpy's vest. Hey! What are you trying to do? He reached for Ace's arm. But it was already too late. In the older man's hand was the pieces of paper Jumpy had balled and hidden in his pocket. Ah, just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you? When we voted. Oh, well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted despite your mischief. When did you? Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it. Ace smiled, gave Jumpy a friendly pat on the shoulder, and then turned on his heel and left. It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Jumpy had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense. Alright, so that's busted. This wheel won't turn. Nothing in these. Okay, let me think. I need to go here. Alright, so we need to choose... Hold on, where is it? The ship's lock. Is it the one about nautical routes? Because this one's a bit... Search. We assume for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we head south. Yeah, bollocks. Alright, okay. I was hoping just to look at the nautical chart that had the words, you know, like fast, slow, all that business. Or perhaps I don't do that yet. The engine ordered telegraph. The handle's been taken off. If we can get a replacement handle, I could probably get to move. Alright. So I need to change the compass thingies. But I don't remember. I don't know the thing. So south and west, so they don't mean southwest, do they? Yeah, then we turn southwest. So southwest, southwest, northwest, east. Shit. Okay, so southwest. I'm just gonna type it in here. So southwest, southwest. Northwest. southwest. Made port and then changed our heading to east. And are now heading due north. Okay, so southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north. That should be what we need. Alright, let's give it a crack. Okay, south. And then west. Then southwest. Yeah, southwest. Then northwest. And then east. And north. Sweet! But I don't know if I have the document that tells me the speeds that they were going at. Tits! Or maybe. No, never mind. Oh, it is spinning. Right, file. I gotta have it in here somewhere. Controls during escape. Control during story section. No. Medical record. Ship's log. Though I remember seeing something that made us, that gave us the whole like speeds and everything, but I can't seem to remember where that was. Pretty sure it would have been here. Damn. Damn. Ah, well, there you go. Oh, lordy. Sweet. Awesome, I think we got it. Okay, full half, so let me just get this right. Full half, slow, bro. Full half, dead, stop. Full half, slow, full half, yeah, it works, okay. Alright, sweet. You're not getting me this time, fucking pocket watch! Oh, man. Oh, it feels good to be out of this one. Feels good, Clover. High five me, son. We're out. I'm spent. Okay, so now we've met all of the conditions. All that's left now is to see the end. Oh, and I don't think Can I skip this? The space they found themselves in outside of the wheelhouse was far too narrow to be called a hallway. Oh no, wait, we can skip this. Oh no! No! We got this Morse code bullshit. Yeah.